Welcome to another episode of Fixing Bodybuilders, a series that I had left aside for a while. It's time to dust it off. I think it's time for an update, because in today's video we're going to give Andrew Jacket some legs, back for Darwin, and here Mangal, arm for Sasan. With editing, I have improved the physique of these bodybuilders, and we're going to start with Andrew Jacket. He has an incredible physique, he's very aesthetic, very well proportioned, he has that old school bodybuilder aura, but they always say he needs more legs. And it's curious because there are pictures of him from a few years ago where he had more quadriceps. What happened to him? Well, don't worry, that's what we're here for. I've pumped him up, really. I've filled out his quadriceps, made them fuller, with good glycogen. And this is how he would look in this incredible front lat spread pose, truly impressive. If he's already tough in this pose, no one could beat him with more quadriceps. But Andrew's biggest problem isn't from the front, it's from the back. And here, there's nothing to be done. It doesn't matter if I make his legs wider, because his hamstrings just don't show. So I decided to take this image where he's posing with Nicholas the walker, and what did I do? Well, it's very simple. I gave him Nicholas's hamstrings, and my god, what a change. Just look at how Andrew Jacket looks from behind with those hamstrings. Like this, yes, my god. What a shame that genetics can't be changed. He couldn't have everything perfect, but how great would he look like this? Sasan is a bodybuilder who always shows up in extreme condition, has an incredible midsection and huge legs. But his forearms are like those of a 12-year-old child, and his biceps leave a lot to be desired. So here it's pretty easy, you just need to make those arms bigger. And look at the difference, he went from looking like a Tyrannosaurus to being a balanced bodybuilder. And I ask, to what extent can you grow your forearms? If it's already a genetic issue, you have thinner bones, the tendons. I don't know how much room for improvement Sasan can have there, but I know that most bodybuilders don't train their forearms. Aside from a few slightly cheated hammer curls, I think they should do more. Here's the proof. Let's talk about Urs, another bodybuilder with pretty unfortunate arms. It's true that he's doubled their size, but it's still not enough. I wanted to use these images from the Europa Pro where he's posing next to Quinton to have a size reference, right? And honestly, Quinton's are twice as big. Nothing that can't be fixed with a bit of editing. I made his forearms bigger, increased his biceps and triceps, and my god, he looks like a different person. He looks much more balanced this way, and he could be truly competitive. I'd even go so far as to say Olympia level, simply Urs with bigger arms. He would be a very dangerous bodybuilder in this open category. I don't know if it will be possible to achieve this in a few years. For him to look like that, I don't know. And now let's go with Niall Darwin, who you already know beat Diego Galindo, and well, I thought it would be fun to do this. Improve both of them and put them at 100%. What would Niall look like with a better back? Well, in my opinion, like this. I've made him much wider, but I think I did something even better. I implanted Diego Galindo's back on him, keeping his arms, shoulders, waist and lower body the same. I only changed his back and he would look like this. It's interesting how these really great men, such high-level bodybuilders, aren't perfect. They always have weak points. And with that back, Niall would be practically unbeatable. In this pose, I removed the small crease on the glute that made me nervous. Diego Galindo has a spectacular, very balanced physique, but it's true that he could use a bit more arm. I wanted to take the back pose, which is already one of his strongest poses, and make his arms a bit bigger. And I think he gains a lot in this pose, and he would look much more imposing, even harder to beat, with this adjustment. His favorite classic pose. This classic pose is also really beautiful, but it's true that his legs are very big, so I made his arms a bit bigger, and now he looks much more balanced, much more harmonious. Niall can't return. He could be reborn with a different back, but Diego can build bigger arms and might eventually look like this. Now let's move on to Ángel, this Spanish classic physique bodybuilder. He's very big, very hard, very defined. What holds him back is his structure, which he can't change, and also his back, which is hard to change, but it can always grow a bit more. I wanted to make two versions of this pose. The first one is making his back a bit wider so he gains more roundness and lats. I'm using an image from 2025 because it's been quite hard for me to find good quality images of Kim from the back. I've also done something else. I gave him the lower lats and teres of Diego Galindo, while keeping Kim's traps and shoulders, which I think are impressive. And I'm not completely convinced. I prefer him with his own back, just wider, although I wonder if he'll be able to achieve it and how much room for improvement he has, considering he's already so heavy. Small changes, some quite achievable with hard work, others very difficult, that would make these bodybuilders almost invincible and with the potential to be Mr. Olympia. Who do you think I should bring in future episodes? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to check out the other episodes. I'll leave the list in the description and in the pinned comment. That's all for today. This is Ares Whitey Culturismo signing off. See you in the next video.